Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back to, of course, another LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham Free Roam gameplay showcase. I don't know why I said it so weird. Nonetheless, of course, welcome on back. I hope you guys are having a fan-fantastic day. As you can see, we've got the one, the only Azrael Batman in front of us, which is, of course, quite the very cool Batman version indeed, and more importantly, a version of Batman that is unlike any other kind of. I mean, this really is, well, first of all, from what I understand, this was the version of Batman that was actually taken over when Bruce Wayne got his back broken by Bane. So while he was out, they needed a replacement, and Azrael stepped up, and he became Azrael Batman. Basically, from what I understand, he was able to still pretend to be Batman, and Bane didn't realize that it wasn't Bruce and stuff like that. That's at least what I know of the storyline. And then the rest of it, I don't know because I haven't really actually read the storyline yet. However, I hope that hopefully sooner rather than later, I get around to reading those old books. I just don't know why the art usually in those books is a little bit unappealing to me because it's so old and it's so dated to me that I'm like, oh, I don't know. I can't bear it. But then again, that's just a personal preference thing, and it doesn't mean that it's bad for everybody else. Let's put it that way. But nonetheless, of course, it's a very unique version of Batman, as you can see, not having the typical cape design on his back, which is something we've come to be used to, and just in general, very different choices in colors and stuff like that. So it's just really cool to see this very varied version of Batman appear here, which is definitely pretty neat. The other thing that is kind of surprising is that we actually did not get Azrael. He's not in the game, as you can see. We start with Arkillo and Aquaman, but we don't have Azrael. So that was a bit of an interesting surprise that we got the Batman version of Azrael, but not Azrael himself. So then again, that leaves some more characters, I guess, for the future. Nonetheless, of course, as you can see, the character model itself is pretty cool looking. I love how it's more of a helmet instead of a cowl. You can see it, you can basically see nothing but the eyes, and even the eyes look like they might be robotic and glowing and stuff, so that's really neat. I love that bat logo across the chest. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Batman Beyond logo, more so than the others. And then I know that some people don't like these wings in the back, but I really do. I think they look awesome. The only complaint I have about those wings is that I kind of wish that this version of Batman would be able to fly. Unfortunately, he does not. He still glides, as you can see, as if he has a cape, which, I mean, that's okay, but I kind of wish that he would be able to instead fly. I just think it would be really fun. And there are other versions of Batman that can fly, like the Brave and the Bold version. So why not give this version as well the ability to fly? I just think it would have made perfect sense with those wings and stuff. It looks like he should be able to fly. That almost looks like a jetpack or something. So to me personally, I would have preferred to see that. But with that in mind, this character is still quite diverse indeed. So let's begin talking about some of the abilities that he has. So some of these abilities actually, I can't really verify. Well, one ability in specifically, I should say, is the fact that this guy is supposed to be able to use super senses. I don't know why. I completely forgot where there's an area that I could test that on. I could have probably gone into a level or something like that, but that's something that I did hear and found out recently, is that he has super senses, but I don't know why I don't remember ever using this character with super senses, so I can't really vouch for that one. However, there are some other cool abilities, like for example the light up ability, which is really cool. I love that. It just looks really neat right there, and it definitely brings his entire armor to life, which is just neat. Look at that. You can shut it down and then turn it right back on. Let me turn it right back on. There we go. Now it's on. And now it's off, and now it's back on, as you can see, which is cool. I also love how his eyes light up when you turn it on right there. Look at that. Boom. That's just cool. I love that. That looks really sweet. Now, additionally to that, apparently he is also able to use his digging abilities, which is pretty cool indeed. As you can see, he's got a smackdown attack, which is neato. What? Nito what? Nito what? Oh man, I can't believe I just said Nito what instead of saying Nito and then carrying on to how you should unlock Mr. Azrael. So the way to go about unlocking this character is, of course, through DLC. You have to purchase the DLC pack, and once you have done so, or of course the season pass, and then part of the season pass you will get the DLC pack. But once you get that, that's the Batman 75th Anniversary DLC pack, and once you've gotten that, you are then able to go ahead and get this character, which is pretty sweet. So of course, just like the Batman Detective Comics 27 and many of the other characters available right down here, you can see, of course, we got the Batman Brave and the Bold, Batman, Dark Knight, so on and so forth. This character is a part of that particular squadron of characters. Now, as if all that wasn't enough, we also have, of course, the ability to fire away batarangs, which I always find funny because I just think it looks ridiculous that he's just like exploding, like his hands are exploding. Like, why is that happening? Like, what is causing his hands to blow up and shoot batarangs out of them? That just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, but I guess it works for him, so you can't really complain and question results. Let's put it that way. Then we've got, of course, the pointer, which once again is the same for all the Batmans. So again, I'm not particularly happy about that because I think there's ways that you could get around that and customize those particular little pointers to be even that much more different. And then we also have the ability to use this heat blast in order to, of course, melt ice and stuff, which is pretty neat. And yeah, so that's his little laser blast right there. So overall, a very, 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 very actually useful character indeed. A ton of power-ups, and might just be the most useful, generally speaking, character out of this DLC pack. Not the most unique or the coolest, but definitely up there for me personally speaking. I definitely like him. I think he looks really, really menacing and cool and very different to all the other designs. And then more importantly than that, he has a ton of cool abilities to help you take on all the challenges and quests within the Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham video game. With that in mind, of course, there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this showcase. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, share the video with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well. Let me know in the comment section below which other characters you would like to see showcased from this absolutely incredible roster of characters, and I will indeed see you folks later, alligators. Bye-bye, guys.